This is Leonard Kaufer for Uke Jams, and today we're going to go over Happy Together by the Turtles. This is a ukulele standard. We're going to try to up the level of our performance on this song. And we're going to do that a couple of ways. We are going to do some pulsing and we're going to do some second position chords. So let's dive right in. First, let's take a look at the chords. And I've shown a B minor and a B flat. So I don't use the B minor that's shown in the first diagram. I use the B minor that's shown in the second diagram. I always play my B chords as bar chords. So I bar the second fret, and then I put my ring finger down on the top string of the fourth fret. So I use that position for the B minor. And this song doesn't actually have a B minor in it, but it does have a D minor. So this will be our second position for the D minor. So we got a B minor on the second fret. If we go up to the third fret, it's a C minor. And we go up to the fifth fret, it's a D minor. So D minor is the root for this song. It's in the key of D minor. So, all right. So we're going to take that second position, D minor, barring the fifth fret, and putting our ring finger on the top string of the seventh fret. Okay, the second chord we're going to look at is the B flat. And again, I use the second shape. I play my B flats as a bar chord. When I first started learning on a soprano, there was just not enough room for my fingers, so I defaulted to using a bar chord. And we do, in fact, have a B flat in this song. We also have a C, and we're going to play the second position C by moving that B flat up 2 frets. And that's our C. So now we have a second position D minor and a second position C. So those are our two new chords. Let's go over to Happy Together. We're going to talk about the second feature. We're going to use pulsing. You might call it, some people might call it muting. For this particular song, I feel it gives it a pulsed feeling. So what we're going to do, we're going to take advantage of those second position chords that are barred chords, and we're going to play them, and instead of letting them ring, we're going to just loosen the pressure on our fretboard. And we usually do that. We're putting pressure with our thumb, and so we're just going to relax our thumb. As soon as I strum, all I'm doing, I'm not muting with my fingers or anything, I'm just letting go of the pressure. Go ahead and give that a try on that D minor shape, bar in the 5th fret, ring finger on the 7th fret, top string. Now we're going to go down to that second position C chord, and we're going to do the exact same thing. And of course the next chord would be a B flat. And the A7, we're not going to pulse that because we're only covering one string. And that pulsing only works if you're doing a barred chord or a closed chord where you're covering all 4 strings. So if you listen to the recording of the Turtles, that's all you're hearing in the first few frets, first few measures of the song during the verse. You're just hearing this pulsed. And I recommend you look at the video on YouTube of the Turtles on a TV show, and you can see all the guitar players except the lead who's doing some fills, and they're just doing simple down strums along with the drummer keeping that same beat. And this will really make your playing sound more like the original. And when we get to the chorus, we're just going to play a normal strum, whatever normal strum you want. Okay, so let's put together the second position D minors and the second position C and the pulsing and see how that sounds. Let's have a quick run through on Happy Together, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what we're doing on this song. All right, here we go. Imagine me and you, I do. I think think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me and ease my mind, imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together, so happy together, ba 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 ba, so happy together, ba 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 ba. So how is the weather, ba 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 ba, so happy together, ba 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 ba. All right, there you have it, Happy Together by the Turtles. And a couple things I'll point out. When you're playing second position chords, I think the most powerful thing that brings to your toolbox is well shown in this song. We've got a chord progression that is in alphabetical order. D, C, B, A, right? Descending in alphabetical order. Whenever you have chords that are in alphabetical order, they will sound better and more like what the composer intended if you can play them by going only in one direction on the neck, either going down the neck if they're descending or up the neck if they're ascending. So in this case we have D, C, B, A. That sounds much more natural than just playing first position chord, where we're starting out with that low note and strings are going, individual notes are going up and down, up and down. There's no overall directionality to the tone. Whereas if we go, so as you add second position chords to your playing, be on the lookout for any time you have a sequence of chords that's in alphabetical order. Usually 3 or more, but even if you have 2 chords in alphabetical order, B flat, C. It's going to sound better if you go with the second position C. See, you're going from B flat, you're going to C, and yet you're going down a tone on most of your notes. So take advantage of your expertise in second position chords as you gain them to look out for opportunities to use them by things that are in alphabetical order. Now, the last thing I want to leave you with, if you're like me and you have limited tools in your toolbox, I'm basically a strummer. So things like pulsing works good for me. Second position chord works well for me. With this pulsing in the minor, the song starts out in a minor and goes to a major for the chorus. And it's very questioning in the beginning. Imagine me and you. The singer's very uncertain. And when he gets to the chorus, I can't see me loving you. It's big, it's major key, it's open. So I like to incorporate that into my playing. And in the minor sections, the verses, I sing very quietly and very tentatively. Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. Then when we get to the chorus, there's no holds barred. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me. And right away it goes back to that minor key and that very subdued, questioning, uncertain attitude. So what did we cover today? We covered a great song, Happy Together. We pulse it to make it sound more like the original and really add a lot of interest to the song. We used second position chords, which allowed us to do the pulsing, but also allowed us to move our chord down the neck to match the progression of chords in the song. And then we think about dynamics when we're putting a song together to make it a little more interesting. So there you have it, Happy Together. Until next time, this is Leonard Kaufer for Uke Jams.